Hey, how you guys doing? It's the boy Dave, and we are back with another Quarry video. They released a video about how movie mode and multiplayer work, and this is something that I've been pretty curious about, and I know we all have pretty much our guesses and ideas of how this is going to work in the game. I know other games have implemented multiplayer games pretty much like this, so let's get started. I'm pretty curious on how they're gonna, go about things.
The Quarry has probably the widest range of modes, I think.
Everyone lives, everyone dies, in director's chair, which we talked about before.
We've done. We wanted to go and open this up to a much wider audience than just traditional gamers. So there's the absolute classic. So you play, you make choices, you explore, there's QTEs, there's combat, shooting, there's the big choices, there's the conversation choices, there's interactions, there's clue collection, there's evidence collection, which is a slightly different thing. And all of those are kind of on by default.
By the way, guys, sorry if I'm not talking too much. I just kind of want to listen to what he's saying because they're going to give us more insight about these things. And I especially want to know more about multiplayer.
What the hell?
We've set kind of toggles into that we can turn any of those off as you go through. So you can make it that I don't want to do the QTEs. I want to play it through, but QTEs really frighten me and I don't like those. They stress me out. So you can turn those off. And we've got it.
You can turn the choice timer off too? That's cool. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Give yourself your own, the customization is nice to give yourself your own personal experience. I'm definitely okay with this.
It's basically so that you can turn all of them off until you get into like film mode. It's just like basically watching a movie.
Movie mode.
And once you get to that, the movie is effectively, well, you can either let it just run through. You can pick a style. You can have like Everybody Lives movie. You can have Everybody Dies movie. You can have my favorite one, which is Gore Fest movie. Or you can even do your own director kind of thing where you go and see every single character and you can set their attributes. You can go, are they a bit clumsy? So
after I complete the game on my own, this is something I'm actually looking to do where we pretty much give them their own preset, characteristics and everything and pretty much let this play out. I don't know if I'll do it right after I complete it for the first time, but this is something I'm actually willing to do on or off camera.
They would probably fail QTEs. Oh, yeah, and you set a whole bunch of these little parameters for every character, and then you just let them go and see what happens in that movie.
You sure?
Well, when we first started looking at this as a thing and trying to look at the film modes of stuff, the ability to be able to put you in the director's chair was quite important to us. We had to look at a whole bunch of different things. We had to look at the camera systems.
So much detail.
Anything that we could do to kind of give you some degree of control as a director. The most obvious one, it seemed, was given that this is a choice-based game, is how your attitude towards any one character would be affected by the choices that they made and also by the skills that they had. That seemed quite easy, and because there were so many choices and so many points of interaction on the way through, if you kind of steer it one way or the other, it seems like a natural way to do it. It's also it's the closest to literally directing somebody. If you told them to just be clumsy the whole time to an actor, it's like, okay. And that's what they'll do. That's the way they'll play it through.
Yeah. Multiplayer next? Are we going to talk about multiplayer?
So we got a 3 lives kind of bonus thing in the deluxe edition, and also once you played it through once as well, we unlock that. It's just in case you did something you just think, oh, I really didn't want to do that one. You get a choice, a little thing will pop up saying, do you want to use one of your lives? When you die, it's not because you may have just done something just now. It may be because you did something, 3 chapters back. We have to give you a warning that, if you do use your life, you've got to go all the way back to theirs. But it's only 3, so it's a bit of a token towards traditional old-fashioned arcade games.
I don't know if I'll use that. I don't know.
There's couch play where you can sit down.
Multiplayer.
Kind of party play, really. You sit down with 2 to 8 people and you bagsy a character. And each one of those can have accessibility options associated with it. So if you want to play with your gran who has never played with a controller before, you can dial hers right down and you can dial yours right up. And then there's an online mode as well where their controller will operate your system all the way through the game, but you get the chance to be able to input your choices and affect the way they play.
I'm not gonna lie, this is not something I'll use myself. Just because I am a content creator, even if I wasn't a content creator, I don't know if I'd use it. I don't know. I don't dislike that, but it's just not something I'll do. Yeah, from a content creator standpoint, I'm not using that. I'm not gonna lie. For somebody to, I kind of just want to shape my own story. I don't want somebody else to do it. If you guys have seen Jordan, you guys know we played Until Dawn together. If I do any kind of walkthrough, if I'm not doing it by myself, it'll be with her. But multiplayer, I'm not too set on that. I'm not gonna lie.
You can dial hers right down and you can dial yours right up. And then there's an online mode as well, where their controller will operate your system all the way through the game, but you get the chance to be able to input your choices and affect the way they play.
Excuse me.
Ma'am.
I can take care of myself.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
The thing I think with trying to broaden the audience on this is that it feels like such a lovely new medium to tell stories in. In film are very vicarious. They're third person, you sit and watch them and you empathize with the character. Games have a lot of agency and you're much more about who you are. Mixing those two things together is a really, really good thing. Mixing this kind of third person narrative with a first person emotion, especially as we were talking about before with horror, is really, really powerful. It's a really nice thing. I'm
gonna have a little bit to say after this as well, so let's just kind of hold on.
A lot more people would appreciate it who normally would have a barrier about just playing a game.
You've seen The Evil Dead, right?
For more on the Quarry, why not check out our preview?
Okay, so I like that we got a little bit more insight on movie mode. I'm not too crazy about multiplayer. It's something that would be cool to do, but at the same time, it's just, I want to shape my own story. Now, let me talk about the game itself. I did get a comment recently, and I'm not going to say that person's name, and I'm not picking on that person. They're a viewer. I'm not sure if they subscribed. Even if they checked out the video, I'm very appreciative of it. But this person said this game doesn't have too much replay value, and it's pretty much going to be very limited as far as the choices and outcomes that you have. I truly believe there are 186 different possible endings in this game. I feel like it does have replay value. I'll probably play this game about 4 to 5 times. Maybe about 3 to 4 if I'm being honest. But this game definitely, I have to get my hands on it first to really, I think it'll have replay value, but I'll have to play it full, like for a little bit to really see like, oh, this really, really has replay value. This is something that you can play an endless amount of times, you know, and still have fun with it. I have to really see. But, you know, to each their own. That's that person's opinion. I personally think this will be a fun game. I don't think it'll be limited. Until Dawn, you know, it was pretty fun. I did have some, you know, to raise some eyebrows at certain things that happen within the game, but no game is perfect. Until Dawn is still something that I would play again. It has replay value. I think this will be even more of that situation. It'll be more a game that has more to offer. Replay value for sure. And I'm going to have fun with it. Nobody's safe. I'm not going to lie. Somebody's dying. Maybe a few people. I'm not going to lie to you. And shout out to IGN with giving us this news about the Quarry. Supermassive Games are doing a really good job with pushing out this content, showing us every step of the way with them, you know, pretty much bringing this masterpiece together. And every time I think there's not going to be something else they have to show us, they have something else to show us, man. So I really enjoyed this, and there's a lot to unpack, like I told you guys earlier. I will be waiting for the character trailers to all release before I make a video, and that'll be pretty interesting. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really can't wait to mess with movie mode. I'll see you guys next time.